Hello friends, welcome to Elgin Stuff Physiotherapy. Today we are going to discuss about the claps exercise or crawling exercise. So let's start with the background. In background, mainly it's known as the Crick method or crawling method. Uh, it was developed in Germany in the beginning of 20th century, and mainly it used for the treating the idiopathic scoliosis. And this concept was created by the orthopedist Bernhard Klapp, and soon after it was developed by his son Rudolf Klapp. It was a non-surgical method established with the aim of correcting the spinal curvature by stretching and strengthening the back muscles. This means this class exercise involve the both therapeutic intervention, that means the stretching and strengthening. It was noticed that during crawling on all fours at a certain movement, the spine gets exposed to a mobilizing, exercising, and corrective influence. So he established an exercise program where children with the idiopathic scoliosis were treated on all fours position. The therapy of the idiopathic scoliosis with help of complex exercise on the all fours become not only the most used therapy in Germany for treating scoliosis but also as a prevention of wrong body posture by children in the school age and is slowly gaining the momentum all over the world. Then Clapp stated that the spine is responsible for protecting and maintaining the static and dynamic functions, the nerves and blood vessels, and he emphasized that the wrong postures leads to a muscle imbalance in the body, leading to a negative effects on the spine and leading to impairments of the same. That means uh, as we know the wrong postures that leads to many spinal deformities or spinal impairments. So clap method focus of this study consists of set of the stretching and strengthening postures usually applied, but that requires the further investigation. Then the Rudolf Clapp, the developer of the method, aimed to stretch and strengthen the muscles by all fours position, easily applied, and that can be used in small groups. Clapp noted that the bipedal animals have scoliosis while quadruped not. That means the Clapp observed that the animals, that means the quadrupeds animals with the four legs, right? They do not have any symptoms or they do not develop a scoliosis like condition, but the bipedal animals have the scoliosis, and that's why such a primitive positions would allow the vertebrae the repositioning and leading to the spine realignment. Then clinical relevance. Clapp divided the back impairments roughly into the eight general categories. The inborn scoliosis, that means the by birth scoliosis as a result of disease like tuberculosis, osteomyelitis, rickets. Then static scoliosis, that because of the different length of the legs, amputation, and general scoliosis, that's because of the wrong body posture or faulty idea of posture. Then scoliosis after paralysis, post traumatic scoliosis, that because of the burn cases, then antalgic scoliosis, and last one is idiopathic scoliosis, and that covers the over 90% percentage of the scoliosis. Next is collapse crawling. It's a unique method which uses the crawling on all fours to correct the body posture by reducing pressure on the spine and optimizing use of the back extensors. The principle is in the spreading your weight on the four supporting points while crawling, which causes a rotation in the spine and simultaneously stretch, thus functionally strengthening of the muscle corset. That means this claps exercise involve the stretching with the strengthening intervention. The movement has to always start in exalt default position, and locomotion has to be a slow, smooth, along with your limbs pressing against the ground and keeping your spine straight. Even though idiopathic scoliosis has not been cured by the claps method, it is very effective in the optimizing the muscle tension in the back area, thus helping in realigning the posture non-surgically. That means this clap method cannot cure the spinal condition, means the idiopathic scoliosis, but it actually stretch, that means the lengthen the muscles and strengthen the muscles by this exercise on your all fours, and thus it helps to realign the posture non-surgically, and by that we can correct the scoliosis. An indication for this is scoliosis, wrong body posture, then strengthening the muscle corset, that means the core muscles, and trunk muscle imbalance. In case of the trunk muscles imbalance, we can apply this class exercise. Then exercises, so exercises are defined in a such way so as to start from the default positions of the spine from the ground up to the straight erect spine, working on each affecting the center of mass, each segment of the spine to realign them. And some of the exercises are like walking on knees, so crawling on all fours and creeping. But even you can add in the walking on knees, like with the lengthen your trunk. Even in walking on knees you can add the hand movements. In crawling on all fours you can add the hand movements, leg movements, alternate, raise up and down. Like you can uh, add as per the patient condition and as per the patient tolerance. So here this is all about for the today's lecture. So today mainly we have discussed about the clap exercises. In claps exercises background, then mainly what actually claps exercise involve. Fundamental of the clap exercise is basically it uses the stretching and strengthening intervention. Uh, so this clap exercise mainly and it we can perform this or we can prescribe or we can perform this exercises on all fours. So basically this is for the today's lecture. So here we'll end the lecture. Thank you very much.